Hey, it's me, Mixwes. This video will be the first of this style, and I'll be talking about a sort of unheard of Roblox developer. This guy goes by the name of LogiBeer900-989. Yeah, he owns the game Find the Crewmates. This game may be the biggest finding game, consisting with over 2,000 things to find. However, don't get me wrong, the developer is extremely bad and should be in jail. However, the game is actually quite good. On first glance, it just looks like spam of crewmates. It seems they're everywhere, but the more you progress, the more fun the game gets. For example, the animals are very fun to find, however some may be tedious. Well, let's get started with the chapters then. I'll remind you all that Loki has done lots of bad things. We'll be starting with the smaller things and progressing to the worst things. Most things he has done in this video is bad, and topics may be suited for older audience. In this first chapter, I will be talking about the Find the Crewmates Discord server. It just seems like a normal Discord server when you join, but there is heavy verification needed. I managed to verify and then leave the server after gathering enough evidence, and these channels locked behind the verification door are extremely bad. He has a politics channel, which is just discussing how terrorists are better than everything else. It's very biased, and not a debating channel. With this, he himself is a terrorist. We'll be talking about that later though. In his Discord server, there's many bad things. For example, the politics channel mentioned before, it is flooded with Russian propaganda, especially their Wagner group, who are deemed as terrorists. He also has Logism, which is a terrorist organization with the definition of slaughter of modern society. He promotes this everywhere, even brainwashing younger people with it. There's other stuff in the Discord server. Even with their strict behavior, a lot of things they post is worse than other Discord servers. But let's get into the next topic. Logos. I mentioned this earlier, but Loki is part of this terrorist organization. Logos, like I said earlier, this is defined as slaughter of modern society. It goes much deeper than that, though. They do anti-American speeches and capitalism, killing all Americans, British, French, and other Western countries' people. Logism is a strict system ruled by the D-E-M-O-S, which is similar to North Korea's Kim family. They will kill anyone for even the slightest things. For example, owning Western apps on devices. Logism is a terrorist organization, but the history behind it is worse than what it is now. It is confirmed that Loki lives in England being a spy of the Taliban and Logist forces, as his mass discussion of the Taliban and how he supports their regime. The Taliban have close connection with the Logists, which are Logism supporters, and they both have close connections with Al-Qaeda and another terrorist group famous for the 9/11 attacks. Again, this goes much deeper. The next topic is recommended for older audiences, and not younger. The group Al-Qaeda being responsible for the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center and other American importance buildings have been confirmed to be the ones responsible. And how does this link in? Well, it has been confirmed that Loki BR900-989 was in this group in 2001. Yes, it is real. Loki was one of the people organizing the 9/11 attacks. Not directly involved, but still planned and encouraged it. He is also an active supporter of Germany during 1933 and 1945. There is even a news story about him where he was caught going to school with Aryan posters. My final point is how Loki's Logism regime is targeted at young children, not politicians. For example, in his server he spams Logism propaganda to people 13 and in the actual game brainwashes people on how Logism is the greatest. As a reward for believing in this awful regime, he gives them a hunk of a Logist flag. This is a horrible person and he should be locked away forever. He is using Hook as a reward to become a terrorist, and he is training them to become horrible people. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we can get this guy taken down. There may or may not be an update to this video, depending on how Loki responds. We will be getting in contact with him, and we will interview him for a second video if we can get hold of him. Anyways, your host Mixless is out.